Hello everybody, how are you doing? Yeah, so let's take a look at this weekend's boxing. There are, this is unusual because this upcoming weekend the best fights are on Sunday actually. So let's take a look. But first, on Saturday, there is a very interesting fight. Devin Haney versus Joseph Jojo Diaz. Yeah. So this is a very, very interesting fight, as I said. Uh, just a second. Yeah. So yeah, Devin Haney is undefeated, 26-0 with 15 knockouts, while Joseph Diaz has got one loss, one draw, and 32 wins with 15 knockouts. Yeah, of course, Haney is the puncher here. Even though he's not, well, he does have power, but he doesn't win too often, as you can see by knockout, especially not in world class fights. So, yeah, I mean, uh, Joseph Diaz, he won his last fight, the WBC interim title at lightweight, and of course, he held the IBF super featherweight title previously, but he couldn't make the weight. So yeah. While Haney, I guess this is for a full WBC lightweight title. I guess Haney, yeah, he holds that title. That's right. Actually, now he's been holding it for a while now, for 2 years actually, and before that he had the interim also won. Yeah. And Haney beat two guys that were really great names once in his two last fights, but they are not any longer. Gamboa and Linares, both by unanimous decision. So this is a fight where Haney is, Diaz is moving up from 130 to 135 to fight the guy that has always fought at 135. With Haney, of course. So that will always be rather, something of a challenge for Diaz. But at the same time, he's a very fast and slick guy. So I can see him definitely creating a lot of problems for Haney. Yes, this will be a very interesting fight because they are rather evenly matched, as far as I see. And yeah, Haney might be slightly more, how do you say it, hyped of the two. Well, but still, Diaz has also scored a really good victory over Javier Fortuna, which not everybody. I didn't expect him actually to win that fight. So his only loss was to Gary Allen Russell in 2018 on points. That was a rather close fight, it seems. And yeah, he's got one draw against Shavkat Rahimov, but that was when he missed. He was unable to make 130, so he lost. He didn't lose, but he lost his IBF title. So it seems, when everything, is as it should. But anyway, Rahimov is a very good fighter also. So usually Diaz is very, very good. I mean, he usually wins his fights. So I don't know, against Haney it will be difficult, of course. Uh, let's see. Diaz is a southpaw. Yeah, that's right. While Haney is orthodox. All right. So that's the one. When you have two guys who are different stances. that can also make problems, I guess, for Haney. I mean, it's usually the orthodox guy, that struggles against the southpaw and not the other way around. So yeah. Well, I definitely see this fight going the distance because I don't think Haney is that good that he can stop Diaz. I mean, if he couldn't stop, old, washed up Gamboa and Linares, no matter how good they were, at their prime, I don't think he's gonna stop Diaz. But since he is a champion, and I don't know, maybe he'll be slightly favored. This is Las Vegas, of course, so I don't know. This may well even end up as a draw, but it will be a very close fight. Yeah, competitive. Hmm. Haney's got 2-inch height advantage and 3-inch reach advantage also. No, actually 7-inch. Wow. So that might make a difference, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I gotta lean towards Haney, I think, to win this fight. Even though it is not, given that he will win. He's not an absolute favorite, but I think he's a slight favorite. Yeah, and if he loses, then it will mean that he simply is not as good as people or some of critics think. Definitely. So yeah, I back Haney to win eventually by a close decision. I mean, a decision in a close fight. Yeah. All right. I already spent a lot of time talking about it. We have a rather interesting uh, how do you say, rematch in England at light heavyweight, where you have Lyndon Arthur, who upset Anthony Yarde last year, fighting against him again now. So it's almost on the same date as last year. Last year it was 5th December, now it's the 4th. This guy, Lyndon Arthur, yeah, he's a really nice surprise. Another guy who can punch, but does not really only rely on his power to win. Yeah, I like that. So, Anthony Yarde was really hyped earlier, but he has proven to be, not, not good in all departments anyway. He lacks in the technical department and the defensive, of course, one. So he's a typical destroyer. Once he fails to put his guy away, he loses against better opponents anyway. So that's what happened against Arthur. Even though it was a split decision, but yeah, yeah, this is a fight that will be interesting. I think Yarde will really be hell bent on revenge, here, and yeah. He's the shorter man by 2 inches, but that doesn't mean that much anyway. Yeah, this will really prove, how good. I mean, how good and how good Yarde is, and how far he will get, or he can get anyway. So yeah, I don't know really. This can go two ways. Either Yarde wins by knockout and avenges that loss, or he again is taken to deep waters, and then anything can happen. If it goes distance again, he can lose, or he can win. So you don't know really. It's pretty hard to yeah. All right, so that was that one. Yeah. And another pretty big fight on Sunday now. Jerome Tds versus Isaac Cruz, yeah. So I don't know really that much about Isaac Cruz. I haven't even heard of him before, but I see now he knocked out Diego Magdaleno in one round last year. Wow, not bad. Even though Magdaleno has been proven to be, not as good perhaps as he looked previously. And yeah, Isaac Cruz, 23 years of age, 5'4", 63-inch reach. 22 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 15 knockouts. Jerome Tds, of course, unbeaten, still 25 and 24 knockouts. I just don't see this going anywhere else but, another dominant stoppage victory by Jerome the Tank Davis. Because this is more like a stay busy fight, I think, rather than a really serious matchup. So he's facing a guy that can't punch. He's a typical Mexican warrior, of course. He's already fought a few of those not very long ago. Mario Barrios, Leo Santa Cruz, or Leo. Yeah. And he did well. And I think they are both probably better than this guy, Cruz, because, other than that Magdaleno knockout, which was, I guess, a case of just catching him with a big punch, he doesn't have any really good, significant names on his record. Yeah, I really don't see him really offering anything, bringing anything to the table except, a tough guy, probably can last a few rounds, yeah, maybe, maybe not, but he will come out swinging for sure, and it will be another entertaining fight, but I'm sure it will end in a knockout for Tank Davis. Yeah, I just don't see any other possible result. And yeah, we have Sebastian Fundora versus Sergio Garcia. Wow, that's the giant Fundora versus the guy who just beat Mikey Garcia. Oh no, sorry, that's not him. Oh, I just mixed them up. Sorry. Well, and also Sergey Derevyanchenko is fighting actually against Carlos Adames on Sunday. Yeah, Derevyanchenko is at the crossroads, I guess. He's lost all his biggest fights, but he did pretty well in all of them. And against Golovkin, many said that he didn't deserve to lose, and yeah, he really has to now, make something. He's not that young either now, so. Well, I will be talking about that some other time. I guess that was all for now. Thank you for watching and see you until next time.